If you are using Cleo and Cash App at the same time, one common question is whether you can move money directly between the two. This usually comes up when you want faster access to your funds, you prefer Cash App for spending, or you are trying to avoid unnecessary transfer fees. In this video, I will explain clearly whether you can transfer money from Cleo to Cash App, what actually works in practice, and the safest way to do it. First, let us understand what Cleo really is. Cleo is not a traditional bank in the way people often assume. Cleo is a financial assistant app that connects to your existing bank account. When you receive money through Cleo, features like salary advances or cash advances, that money typically lands in your linked bank account or Cleo wallet, depending on your setup and region. Cleo itself does not operate like a standalone payment app that sends money directly to other apps. Cash App, on the other hand, is a peer-to-peer payment platform with its own wallet system. It allows you to receive money, send money, withdraw to a bank, or spend using a Cash App card. Because of how these platforms are structured, there is no direct button or built-in option to send money from Cleo straight to Cash App. So the short answer is no, you cannot directly transfer money from Cleo to Cash App. However, there is a reliable workaround that most users successfully use, and this is what I will walk you through now. The practical method involves using your bank account as the bridge between Cleo and Cash App. Since Cleo links to your bank and Cash App also allows bank connections, your bank becomes the middle step that makes the transfer possible. Here is how it works in simple terms. First, you make sure Cleo is properly connected to your bank account. If you receive money from Cleo, confirm that it has settled into your bank account or Cleo wallet that routes to your bank. This is important because pending transactions cannot be moved immediately. Next, you open Cash App and link the same bank account if it is not already linked. Cash App allows you to add money from a bank using standard transfers or instant deposits, depending on your preferences and eligibility. Once your bank is linked on both sides, you simply add money to Cash App from your bank balance. From Cash App's perspective, the money is coming from your bank, not directly from Cleo, but the end result is the same. Your Cleo funds become available in Cash App. Now let us talk about timing and fees, because this is where many people make mistakes. Standard bank transfers are usually free, but may take 1 to 3 business days. If you choose instant deposits in Cash App may charge a small fee, typically a percentage of the transfer amount. Cleo itself does not usually charge a fee for depositing money into your bank, but this can depend on your Cleo plan and region. Another important thing to consider is account verification. Both Cleo and Cash App may limit transfers if your identity is not fully verified. If you experience delays or failed transfers, check that your name, bank details, and personal information match across all platforms. Some users ask if they can use a Cleo card or virtual card to fund Cash App directly. In most cases, this does not work reliably. Cash App generally does not accept prepaid or virtual cards for adding funds. Even if it works temporarily, it can be reversed or blocked later. The bank transfer method remains the safest and most consistent option. You should also avoid third-party services that claim to move money directly between apps. These services often come with high fees, security risks, or account suspension issues. Using your bank as the middle step is both safer and compliant with the terms of both platforms. If your goal is speed, instant bank deposits into Cash App are the fastest option, but always check the fee before confirming. If your goal is saving money, standard transfers are better, even if they take longer. To summarize everything clearly, you cannot send money directly from Cleo to Cash App. The correct and approved method is to move money from Cleo into your bank account, then add that money to Cash App from your bank. This method works, it is secure, and it avoids unnecessary complications. If you are considering Cleo or Cash App and want to use them together smoothly, setting up your bank connections properly from the start will save you time and stress later. Make sure notifications are enabled so you can track when funds arrive and when they are ready to transfer. If you found this explanation helpful and you want more clear, real-world guides on banking apps, money transfers, and financial tools, make sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.